to realize, never give up and go inside. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Jackson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Dobbins running out of the gun. Shrugs him off. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Taken down.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And the Ravens first down.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Flushed out right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Baltimore.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
26 months. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 26, 12. 26 months.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
21. Check the backer.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 67 yards. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
7, Ravens 6. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Ravens.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Niners 7, Ravens 6.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Richie James, 48 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Niners 14. Ravens 6.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. Shelling through the defense. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
On downs.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 37. Check 37. Check 51. Omaha.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Score Niners 21. Ravens 6. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll make it third down. So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Jackson on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson from the shotgun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. 16 yards, a first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Baltimore.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now a timeout.
To Miles Boykin.
7 seconds left in the first half.
And this.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
To Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Justin Tucker.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Niners.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10. At their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 24. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And now he'll fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 74 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Gold to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Rolling. Now Garoppolo lost the football, but an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And it'll be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brown, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
At the Ravens' 37-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Now Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's third down.
On third down, Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And the Ravens.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brings up second and
he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Marquis.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get something.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eric Armstead in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And it's 4th down.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Check. 11. 2. 26 mark. I got him. Check 3.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
26 mark. We want this. I got you.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Hey, gun. 26 mark. 26 mark. 21.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
At the 20-yard line.
And they'll get this down to the 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the night. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jackson to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
On the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. To throw is Garoppolo. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
49er first down.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
The ball carrier.
And 26 seconds now as the spike comes in. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
I got you. 26, Mike, 26. 12. Check 13. Check. Hey, gun.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
At the 48-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another 49er first down.
Here's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
First throw of OT for Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? but I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got this. Check. Crunch.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go. Two times.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
For the field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.